hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, so we're gonna drop a dare to ask open session later on today. Okay, so do get your questions in. You can ask anything you like of any subject, any topic. A lot of people ask me, is there any particular readings you do like doing? Yeah, everything apart from Harry and Meghan, because at the end of the day, Harry and Meghan are quite predictable, aren't they? So I do like to be challenged a little bit. Although I did on the last Dare to Ask, somebody asked me if Madonna was still alive, or if whatever the answer was. I got it wrong anyway. So yeah, she's still alive. I just don't think that's a good omen for her, bless her. So yeah, I can't believe she's only 66. She really has made a mess of her face, hasn't she, over the last few years. I mean, oh my, there's just only so much Botox can do, and facelifts and everything. Well, I was just thinking then, my sister-in-law said to me, "Oh, shall we get your lips done for a wedding?" I was like, so at first I was like, yeah, okay then, book me in. Anyway, when I came back off at my holiday, I chickened out and I said, I'm not being funny. I said, I like my face the way it is. So, and then like 4 days after, I thought, I hope she wasn't offended by that, because she's having work done on hers. But anyway, okay, so let's crack into it then. We've got Tommy Robinson out this morning. Very pleased to see. But also, I'm now quite worried because the first part of the prediction was that he would be moved out, outside of prison. I thought it was going to be another prison, and it could still be. So we're going to look at the 10 days that he has between this court case coming up and his release today. Okay, so if you don't know, he's in court on January the... I keep saying that, don't I? I did ask. It's not the... I don't think it's the riots in America this January the 6th. But I did hear Tommy mention something about January the 6th. So he must have been locked up and some things, he's had people round or he's seen people. And but anyway, we'll ask. Okay, guys, let's have a look then. So what will Tommy's day ahead be today? I think today he's going to find out. He's gained new supporters, obviously, and you've got Trump, you've got Elon Musk, you've got Ezra from Rebel News, you've got you've got a lot of people, but also he's going to find that he's lost a few people as well, because they've been, they've had pressure put on him no matter what. Don't speak about Tommy. Don't do this. Don't do politics anymore. And so yeah, they've had the heebie-jeebies. Put the fear of God into him. So I think today, he's going to find out who he's got left and who he hasn't. What else do I need to know about today for Tommy? Well, he's certainly not going to toe the line, okay? And what you've got to understand with Tommy's mindset at the moment is that he's been in prison. He's had so much things that he wanted to say, so many things and conversations and actions of others that he has, had firmly in his head. He's been, he feels he's been silenced while he was in prison, and that is, true. And so all these thoughts and arguments in his head, he's going to need to express to get rid of them. So he is going to start to piss off people. He's not going... I say he's not going down without a fight. Kind of feel like So I feel Tommy's coming out, and instead of him being, told to be in a box, don't give a response, don't incite any more trouble for yourself, keep your head down, lad. Go and see your family, spend time with them. When in actual fact, he's not going to do that at all. How does Tommy's wife and children feel, or wife actually? Well, they're in debt up to their eyeballs. Okay, so I think, as you heard, we have. Sorry, trying to keep it all neat for you. Right, so obviously she's worried about the bills and everything, but also the financial costs of all this legal situation as well. As if like they maybe had a plan as well, that they'd take it easy. But obviously Tommy has no intention of being silenced anymore. I think she's worried. So where her concern is that it's put, all this is costing them. All this is costing them, not just materially, financially, but with the kids and the upset and everything else, and the threats as well. So today it's gonna hit him hard, really. It's gonna hit him hard. So he comes out today, discovers that the supporters, his good supporters, or his close allies that he thought, are not able to continue publicly supporting him. I think he's going to disagree with a lot of people. I think he'll come out and say something, that other people have been, had their thumb screws put on him. And his wife is just worrying, is all this worth it? She must be thinking, is all this worth it? So that is today. So what will it be tomorrow, which is Wednesday? So Wednesday the 28th of May. What is his day tomorrow, please? He's back out, he's back out. He's not going to shut up at all. I think there's a slight difference to, maybe how he's going to do things, but I don't know. I just get like a new journey here. What else do I need to know about tomorrow, please, for Tommy Robinson? He feels that, he can't shut up. He can't shut up right now. He cannot shut up. That's what he's thinking to himself. I can't shut up because I don't want to, he doesn't want the traction to go on this story, He can't just fade into the background. He has to not capitalise on it, but he's feeling that he has to, he can't be, he has to be out there front and centre still. I think as well he's going to realise, what kind of pressure his friends have been put under. And again, I just feel like, he's not going to feel too happy about that. So that's today and tomorrow. So I think today and tomorrow he's like going to be kind of shocked at the madness that's been going on about people as well. So I think Tommy will probably bring that up. But I think as well he'll kind of fear a loss of support. A loss of support. Not lot, loss. What else do we need to know about Tommy Robinson for tomorrow, please? Okay, so this is what I don't like. You know, if you ever get the Hierophant reversed and you're asking if you're going to go down, you certainly are. But I also feel as well like we've got planning here and hidden discussions as well. So a group or organisation that aren't happy with Tommy. I think that there's stuff in the background going on here, like plans for Tommy that aren't favourable. I don't know, I kind of get, you know, feeling like Tommy gets warned. Okay, so Thursday the 29th, please. What's in store for Tommy? What will his day be? Yeah, definitely I would worry here. Okay, so I've said before, the first part of the prophecy I made was that he would be moved. Well, that is a move, you know, whether he goes to another prison or not, he's moved outside the prison. And this is where I feel like there's danger here. His wife must be thinking, oh my God, you've just got out and you're going on and hell for leather and everything else. I mean, you know, you got to understand that it's, although she'll support him the majority of the time, situations like this can cause a lot of pressure as well, where she would be saying, is it worth it? You know, is it worth it? Look at, you know, you're talking about and standing up for victims. But you're not doing anything for this family, you know, you're inside and we could have been targeted and everything else. These are the natural things that a wife and a mother and daughter as well, and sister in her case, would be discussing, you know, there'd be everything on the table. What else do we need to know, please? Yeah, things aren't going to go Tommy's way. So when's that? Day after tomorrow. You've got today, tomorrow, and Thursday. So Thursday, I would expect that he receives information, maybe from his lawyers, that he's not quite happy about either. And the third one, please, for Thursday. I think Tommy tries to come out fighting on Thursday. Okay, you've got Amelia. That can be anything from, you know, it's an intelligent male. It's an intelligent male. But with darkness. Excuse me. So male you can't trust, things not going your way, and then somebody taking charge, somebody else taking charge, somebody thinking they're in charge. Kind of feel here there could be some kind of threat to Tommy or his family. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So Friday the 30th, please, for Tommy. I see him going somewhere on Friday. I see him going somewhere. What else do we need to know for Friday for Tommy? He could be changing homes, changing address. Again, Friday. So I don't know if he's going to talk from home. Or talk from an address. Tell me about this man, please. Yeah, you got authority written all over it here. I kind of feel like a government, our government. He's discussing this journey. He's discussing this journey. But we'll come back to it. I'm just wondering, so Thursday, Friday, is Tommy considering leaving the country? It's not as easy as it appears, okay? I don't know. I'm kind of getting, I'd like to, and go abroad. But I don't know. We'll see what comes up in the next card. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday the 30th. What do I need to know, please, for Tommy's highest good on the 31st? Yeah, not coping here. A lot of upsetment as well. A lot of people. So this, from tomorrow night onwards, there's a problem. There's a problem. So I'm getting a not coping. People are, in uproar here. I would say that's our government. 31st, please. Saturday for Tommy Robinson. What else do we need to know? I think kind of feeling being singled out again. It's not letting one thing overrule everything else. At the end of the day, like I said before, Tommy is damned if he does, damned if he doesn't. He's going to get criticised anyway. So if he was to think about leaving, which I won't blame him, then that'd be a good time to go, really. What else do we need to know, please, about Saturday the 31st? So it's about finding out something that's already happened. So maybe Tommy doesn't want to leave his family, maybe. But this could be, forced back or forced out of the country. No offence, I think it would be hard to do unless he gets in one of them dinghies, and goes that way. There'll be a full-on security check-in everywhere for Tommy. So it's not like he can just walk out of the country. Definitely looks like he's going somewhere. But then again, that could be all over the UK. Excuse me, I've had a real bad cough for about a week. June the 1st, please, which is a Sunday for Tommy. Well, that's good news, and he gets, you know, lots of attention on Sunday, thinking, you know, he's won something as well. I don't know, I kind of feel on Sunday he'll feel a lot better. What else do we need to know, please, for Sunday the 1st of June? Remember, he's got to be at court on the 31st. Oh, I've got a woman here lashing out as well. So, a woman making accusations or speaking out on a Sunday. So he gets legal news that pisses a woman off. So maybe he reveals something to us about how the wardens take the instructions from the government. What else do we need to know about Tommy on the Sunday? I think, do you know what? I kind of feel like somebody's going to be shouting at him. What else do we need to know for Tommy on the 1st of June? Yeah, I kind of feel like, you know, something gets exposed here. Definitely gets exposed as well. I feel somebody's having trouble with their mental health. I don't feel like, you know, even though you've got this news coming out and you've got, you know, and it's shining like the star that it is, so it's going to be put out for all of us. I just kind of feel like there's a woman involved here who is not very nice at all. Who's going to be fuming, angry, lashing out. Maybe she's going to accuse Tommy of that. Okay, Monday the 2nd for Tommy Robinson, please. A lot of support. So something goes off over the weekend, and I just feel like come Monday, you know, we're getting a lot of support, a lot of understanding, okay? A lot of understanding. Not everybody will agree with whatever goes on, but there'll be a lot of understanding. I think as well, come the Monday, we're seeing maybe it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Monday, sorry. I get people speaking out on his behalf. So that's Tuesday the 3rd of June, 2 days before he's due to go to court. So what else do we need to know, please, about Tuesday for him? He's going to start to feel nervous, okay? I feel other people are going to start to feel nervous as well. You'll hear on Tuesday about what could happen, the worst that could happen. I also feel like this is going to kind of add fuel to the fire, whereas we are concerned because, you know, people do get very heated and het up with things. So we just need to be careful to, you know, keep calm. What else do we need to know, please, for Tommy on the 3rd of June, Tuesday, a week today? I kind of feel like that is Tommy making a speech. We're watching him. We're watching him. So we're watching him on telly because not everybody can be around Tommy at the same time. So we're more likely going to be watching him on TV. And I mean directly, not just talking about him, but directly. June the 4th, please, which is a Wednesday for Tommy Robinson. June the 4th. Yeah, definitely see some big going on here regarding the TV and everything. But also, I don't know, it's like support from another country. So I would assume that he's kind of Trump saga. Now, I must admit, I did a reading the other day on Tommy, because obviously I'm quite worried about him. And I got Trump going to see him. Trump going to see him. Anyway, it turns out Trump, I thought, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm not going on I'm not going on YouTube saying things like that. Anyway, it turns out Trump sent a team, and I do believe that they would have not spoken to Tommy directly, but through his representatives, as well as the Lucy Connolly case and you know, other things. But we're going to look at what Trump's team found out in another reading. So it does look like he's you know, going to make a major announcement. What else do we need to know about Tommy on the 4th, please? I think he'll be accused of not helping himself. People want him to, you know, hold back so they can see where this is kind of heading towards. Hold back, hold back. Also, as well, it's sometimes this can be an action you take because you want people's support still. So you feel like you have to give something in return. I also feel like he could, you know, he can't be helped. It's not, his situation is so dire, he can't be helped. But I do get that he will have some, on one hand, he's fighting for one thing, and on another, where his marriage is concerned and his actual family, he's feeling guilty, doesn't want to put them through this. And so an action that he takes is because he doesn't want to put his family through this anymore. What else do we need to know, please, for the 4th of June? I'm getting denial. I feel like maybe knowing something that we shouldn't. And also, there's going to be, so with this, you're going to get a lot of information that hasn't been revealed to us as yet, okay? So you might see it that, so say Tommy went to the States, you wouldn't know that there's been conversations being had before Tommy got out. I'll also say as well, his family are still in danger, but they're in less of a danger if Tommy isn't around. Okay, what do we need to know about June the 5th then, when he's due in court? I'm getting poor decisions here, so for some reason it could be what Tommy's been saying in the previous 10 days, or it could be that he doesn't show up. What else do we need to know, please? For Tommy on the 5th of June. I have done that, and I Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is the 4th, sorry. June the 4th? No, I've got that wrong. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So the 4th, okay. So the 4th, you're hearing about, you know, Tommy's made a decision and it's not great. Yeah, we're looking at, this is to do with going to prison. Again on the 4th, please. So on the 4th, you've got probably that, I don't know, maybe we're looking at prison. Well, his court case is the 5th, so I don't understand that. But I am getting poor decisions made. I'm getting enforced isolation. So, and something in writing that we've not seen. I kind of feel like this pin for his phone is somehow at the heart of this. June the 5th then, what will be the day ahead for Tommy on June the 5th? I mean, he's supposed to be in court then, so, you know, does he get locked up the night before maybe? Or poor decisions, you got jail there, and something in writing not saying. We did get there, look, finding out something in the past. Okay, Tommy, what will be your day ahead on the June the 5th? Will you go to court? How will it be at court? I've got a man who knows what he's doing here. So this man can be a legal person as well, knows exactly what he's doing. So, you know, I wonder what the excuse would be if, say, Tommy wasn't in the country and why. So there's something about this that means he's not just a normal prisoner. So, you know, they might be saying political hostages, stuff like that. So there's like a reason here. What else do we need to know on January the 4th? 5th? January? Oh my god. June. Yeah, this ain't good at all. I'm getting delayed, but not over. I wonder if somebody's told him, you know, that he'll be on remand again. What else do we need to know on June the 5th, please? This is where it steps up a gear here. You know, Tommy maybe kidding himself about his situation. It was always going to be that way. Okay, we're going to do a few yes or no's and just ask a couple of questions. See where we're going with this. Is this part of the reading to do with Tommy's friendships and supporters? Yes or no? Yes, so we're right there. Tell me about this one with their lack of freedom. So, you know, are we gearing up for another set of charges, or yeah, are we gearing up for another set of charges? No, it's not that. Is it the government being pissed with Tommy? Yes. And this man here, is this about Tommy being arrested? No. That man is in a position of Prime Minister. So is the King of Swords reversed? King of Swords reversed? Okay, so what we got here? We got 27th, 28th, 29th. Is that Keir Starmer? Yes or no? Yes. So I kind of feel like it's not all bad. It's not all bad. So 27, 28, 29. So will Keir Starmer be exposed for something, you know, that's not going well for him? Yes. So I think that has a knock-on effect with Tommy. That might make him feel better. This car journey is going from one place to another. Does this set here, just this set universe, does it mean that Tommy might consider doing one to the US? I know he'll consider it. Whether he does it or not is a different matter. So we've got a family discord, being criticised for leaving his family, you know, find out what's happened in the past, something has gone on. So is this also about Tommy leaving the UK? I would say so. Yes. I just feel like Tommy will feel like his family have suffered. Attention, a woman. Stealing the light. Is this criticism at Tommy here? Yeah, with his family. You see, as long as his family and his wife, his children are in the UK, then right now the government may think to themselves, oh, well, he's not going anywhere. It'd look a lot suspicious if she'd have buggered off to the States 3 months ago. So I kind of feel like that she'd have to go last. Well, Tommy Robinson. Is this about Tommy Robinson meeting with Trump's advisors? I see a woman here holding a hand out. She's an important woman. Is that his missus? Is he going to say, you know, get her out of the UK? Yes or no? No, it's not his missus. Who is this woman to... Funny that, oh, you got the Queen of Swords reverse there, and then she's showing up in his upright position. That kind of looks like he's getting arrested the night before. What does this woman mean? I think that is his missus. Is that his missus? Is Tommy worried about leaving his missus behind? I'm getting a yes. And the legal things afterwards as well. You know, leaving her with the shite, the interviews, the police harassment, the searching of the house and stuff like that. So I kind of do feel like that. And we're looking at Lucy Connolly as well, somehow being involved in this Tommy situation. No. So it's his missus. Does this show that Tommy is, you know, on his way to the United States or just leaving the UK altogether? Trying to extricate himself from a very damaging situation, and I think this is a damaging situation in the way that, you know, he's not committed any crime of like violence towards people. He hasn't actually knifed anybody, he hasn't assaulted them, he hasn't done what he's accusing others of doing. Universe, so I'm seeing poor decisions made about, you know, court thing, maybe, you know, panicking, starting to worry, starting to think, oh my God, was this a good idea? Does Tommy actually, you know, plan on turning up to court for these spurious charges? Does he fancy turning up to court? Well, I think it's done differently. Okay, no, it would be done differently if he's arrested the day before, but I'm getting done differently. Possibly doing something you might regret. I mean, that's not hard, is it? You know, nowadays we're all doing things we could regret later on. So it's going to happen, but it's not that way. And then the 5th of June. So on January the 4th, is Tommy still in the UK? Yes or no? It looks like a no to me. Looks like a no. Yeah, this is, you know, serious. Look, it's been through this time and time again, and it all plays out the same. What happens, how will the judge feel about Tommy on the day of July, no, June. I always keep saying January. I know people have asked me about it, but I'm still working on it, okay? Because I also got that Tommy Robinson would be asked to testify. But it's a different reading, so... Does Tommy Robinson show up for court on January the 5th? I think while Starmer and the Labour Party are involved and still going, then Tommy's freedom and it's prejudice to his trial. It's prejudicial. That's what I keep getting. Is that even the right word? Yeah, I kind of feel here that, you know, to think that you was going to get dealt with a fair chance and that a jury will see through things. I just feel like Tommy realises now that, you know, a jury is just going to do what they're instructed to do, and that is find him guilty of anything. How will the judge feel about Tommy on June the 5th, on the day of the court case? So if he was going to do a runner to wherever, if he was going to do a runner, did the government, you know, expect this? Okay, so are the, you know, is Keir Starmer and his cronies banking on the fact that Tommy will go out and do a runner and leave the country? Yeah, I would say so. I would say so. Look, you've got a plane behind him. His kiddies to think of. An invitation. I mean, if you think about it, you know, Andrew Tate and his brother, they was accused of real bad things, especially towards women. And they went to America. How will Keir Starmer feel when Tommy Robinson doesn't show up to court then on January the 5th? June, I meant. That was always an option. There was many things that, you know, could have happened with Tommy. Maybe that's the route out. Now, let's just ask, because it'll be driving you a lot nuts. Why am I always going on about January? Because there was an online Online drama. So we got all the riots and the protests, didn't we? So, you know, the temperance to me is only to me because I name all my cards for something. But temperance to me is online drama, you know, when you break the internet with something, such as Harry and Meghan do on a regular basis. However, this can also be filtered down to, you know, a physical level. So it's not just online, people getting upset. It's people going to protest and getting upset as well. Yes or no? Are you pushing me to look into January the 6th with Tommy? There might be. There might be. I'll have to kind of work my way through it. But obviously, if on the Dare to Asks that you have any questions, you know, regarding Tommy or any of things that are going on, just ask. And I find it better that if you ask the question and I answer it is a lot better. But I'm getting burdens here as well. So a lot going on. That's it. A lot going on. How does Trump feel towards Tommy Robinson right now? They've spoken to his friends and I think that's a good thing that they've spoken to his friends. So not Trump directly, but his people. While I was over here in the UK, they had a meeting. Went for you know, maybe went for a few drinks, you know, in a pub. You can imagine most of Tommy's mates like pub guys. By the way, if you're new and watching my cards, they're a bit chopped up because of you'd have to go back while I was on holiday. I left them in my bag in a speedboat and they got wet, and I had to cut them, you know, cut them off in things. I have got somebody who's bought me some cards, but I'm just slowly transferring over. But these are my cards and I love them. Yeah, so they've been to see his friends, as his friend, you know, as Trump's associates offered Tommy and his family asylum. No. No. It's like hold back tight, hold back tight. So funnily enough, I'm getting that Trump can't get involved yet. So that would mean if Tommy's going, he would go somewhere else. Does Trump believe that Tommy could be useful in any way? Yes or no, universe? Does Trump believe that Tommy Robinson has information on the January the 6th insurrection 4 years ago? No. I don't think he thinks he was involved. So let's go back to the start. Will Tommy Robinson be arrested before June the 5th? I see his position is weak. I'm going to say no. So we've got to roll out this. Does Tommy Robinson flee the country between now and the 4th of June? Why doesn't this look easy? Why is it not flowing? Again, look, you know, that's 3 times we've had that 5 of Pentacles. There, one there, one there, and one there. And they're all upright. They're all saying the same thing. Anxiety, worry, worry. Feeling left out in the cold. That's meaning that as well. People can't help him. Well, Tommy Robinson, yes or no, universe, and I won't turn the card. I promise. Will he attend? Will he be in court for June the 5th? I just kind of feel like there's a problem with this male. Kind of feel like he'll see the judges bent, which actually, you know, would be if I was in Tommy's position and being in and out incarcerated a lot, I wouldn't have any faith in the legal system. Do you know what I'm not getting? I have not seen the Justice card, either that or reversed, neither. Is Tommy's life, physical life, in danger whilst he's in the UK? Not so there. Very much, very much, very much, very much, okay. I would definitely say so. 4 of Swords to me is like a... People do want to kill him, I'm afraid. He's angered a lot of people. Will an attempt be made on Tommy's life or his family's life in this 10-day period? No. A lot of unhappy people again, you know. A lot of unhappy people. I'm seeing a dark mind here and being our own worst enemy. So if that was to do with the male, and when he went and confronted these 2 male journalists who doxed his family's whereabouts as well, put them in danger. That's a kind of being your own worst enemy, you know, going to confront things, which is weird. You can only imagine what, you know, mindset you're in to confront these people, you know, after they've been pulling all the stunts, and he knows more information and he's had more interactions with these, you know, the press after him and slagging him off. And do I think his life's in danger? Yeah, I do. Will Tommy Robinson Yes or no? Will Tommy Robinson flee the country? So we're getting yes, yes, yes all the time. You know, what I am surprised about is, you know, Keir Starmer and the government thinking that this won't happen. Do Keir Starmer and the government want Tommy to flee the country for whatever reason? Yeah. I also feel like the government think people have been working on this. So he came back to the UK to face up to the judicial system here, and obviously it backfired on him immensely. So I can understand why he would want to go. I just feel like there's the government is going everywhere, all over the country. So when I'm saying that, he can't escape, he can't escape, he can't go on a boat, he can't go on a train, he can't go on a flight. You know, they're ready for him, okay? And those are the ways out of the country. Let's just ask then, you know, if Tommy was to flee the country, how would he go about it? In a car. In a car surrounded by smoke, so I kind of feel like smuggling. Is Tommy going to be smuggled out of the UK? Tommy's life is in danger if he moves prison. In a way, you know, I think he was safer inside this segregated unit than he is outside. There's plenty of opportunity for him to kind of be attacked. Okay then, so what's the outcome for Tommy in all this? Obviously, he's not going to give the PIN number to his mobile phone. People have asked me, I thought we could, you know, get the pins and everything for Tommy's phone. Why do we need him to do it? Well, I don't know. I'm not a law person, so I don't know the laws on that. But I keep feeling that that PIN number has a lot to do with everything here. The Starmer's government wants to see Tommy be jailed. Yeah, something in writing we haven't seen, and we've had that as well. They've put a missive on him. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, if you're told you're looking at, you've been through all this, and then you're told about these trumped up charges, and that you're looking at 10 years. For what? I think I'd want to do a runner as well. You can't depend on our judicial system anymore because it doesn't work. It's not fit for purpose. The corruption goes all the way from the top of our government all the way down into our legal system. But I'm not seeing a court thing. What's the outcome for Tommy's family, his wife and children? Well, they're going to have to go through a lot, and they're going to have to endure it as well. It's like a massive downfall. But it's a decision that they'll make as a family. Once that decision's made, can't do anything else. Just have to grin and bear it. So the outcome for Tommy is in and out, in and out. Maybe he's got an ace up his sleeve. Will Tommy Robinson be remanded on the 5th of June? This is so strange. I just get back at work now. I think on the 5th I'll be giving a speech. I'm not going to ask about some of his closest mates who have gone quiet, because out of respect for fellow YouTubers, I just as well get the quiet sign around them. Just be quiet, don't talk about them. So they're telling me to keep quiet now. I just wonder why. I just wonder why. Why would you want me to stay quiet about some of his friends that was very vocal in the support for Tommy, and that unfortunately are not anymore? Why don't you want me to talk to him? Talk about him? Well, firstly, it would piss off a lot of people. Also, I think you know, we have to respect some of his friends' wishes, because they obviously are aware of certain elements that they've not been able or felt able to talk about publicly. So I don't think, you know, I know I can see it now, that people will be going onto their channels and going, oh, you didn't do this, and oh, why ain't you said this, and oh, Tommy's out, and why ain't you doing this? Well, you don't know everything, okay? And from what I've seen recently of these people, they look highly stressed. They're not in the UK. They've had to leave. They must have got threats as well, death threats, you know, on their families. And yeah, I think they're about to go through some things, but, you know, you've just got to, like, put yourself in their shoes. You don't realise how scary it would be to get locked up, or to have the police, you know, in your face, raiding your house. Not just trying to do you for one thing, but to see if they can find out anything else. And get you. It's just a one big manhunt. Or witch hunt, should I say. So anybody thinking of going onto these channels and giving these people loads, don't bother. You haven't got a clue what's going on. You don't know what it's like to be in their situations. Now, I don't know why I'm talking to you guys and saying it, because I know you're all great, but, you know, there will be other people out there. Just don't join in. You're starting to get a bitch fest. Tommy's mates soon to be getting, you know, verbally abused online because of the situation with Tommy. Yeah, all his supporters. They must be feeling pretty shite at the moment, okay? Not being able to speak freely. What will be the outcome then of this court case and charges from the Mail to Tommy? What will be the outcome of this court case? If Tommy leaves, he can never come back. Has Tommy already made plans to escape the UK? So there is a change here, because he did have something planned, but it's fell through. So that could be, you know, a lot of people was talking about him going to America. Like he was going to be offered a sanctuary, and now he's not. Will Tommy flee to Spain, yes or no? I would say so. It's going to be elsewhere. It's going to be in the States and safe. Okay. So what did I get right about this reading? That he's still trying to find his way, still trying to sort things out, you know. So this is why we've got 10 days. What did I get wrong about this reading? So this guy's like feels like a brother situation, somebody trustworthy, into making money. It's all about the money. I think that's YouTubers. So, you know, they still they have to curtail what they're seeing online, because they've still got a job to do. They're still needing to earn money, and they are trustworthy, you know. So just because they're silent on a few things, or not on the scene for a few days, just, you know, be careful not to misjudge these people. What did I get wrong? Maybe I missed out the part where somebody's profiting. I don't know. Anyway, that's the next 10 days. So let's just see. I haven't seen the justice card, so legally there's an issue around that, his court case. I haven't seen a murderer or you know, an attack of sorts. But, you know, we have got a few, we've got more days than 10. I just worry, really. I just worry. Is Tommy's life in danger? Yeah, I believe so. Are any of these, you know, grooming gangs or whatever else, are they, you know, planning to assassinate Tommy? Well, we got it there, didn't we? Funeral and the devil. It wouldn't surprise me if Tommy went downhill a little bit. It's alright thinking you're out okay, you know, but I mean, I don't know, 7 or 9 months, however long it's been in solitary as well. And the unfairness of it all, you know, not protected rights in prison. Although I just feel like he was better off, safer. I know that's terrible, but I do feel like he was safer there. Yeah, I think they're obsessed with him and they're not going to give it up neither. They want him to shut up. That's what they want him to do. They want to stop him. Will they be successful? I think it's time to hand over this kind of stuff to somebody else, a woman who is willing to deal with it and take it on. And I like this woman. She's, you know, she's credible. She's quite beautiful. But she's, you know, people who are beautiful on the inside, it shows on the outside. And it doesn't matter what size you are or anything like that, you know, you just see it, don't you? And how together they are, and that she's got a family, and, you know, so I kind of feel like that as well. Okay, guys, that's it for Tommy right now. I'm hoping he has a nice few days with his family and starts to maybe heal as well. I think the shock sets in, PSTD or PSTD. No, PTSD. Oh, I'm so sorry. Somebody pointed that out last time. Yeah, so I kind of feel like, you know, there's a dark man coming mindset, like, yeah, I'm out, and so all of that feels really exciting, and, you know, you're out there, he's giving speeches still, highlighting things, and then, you know, we'll see what it's like after a couple of nights in his home bed. Okay, guys, that's it from me. I'll be back soon with another reading. Bye now. Bye-bye.